Hey everybody, we're back on the channel. We'll talk more about self-defense. Now, one of the things that we are teachers of in our school is Krav Maga, which is pretty much, in my opinion anyway, the most brutal self-defense tactics you can ever conceive of.
Yes.
And it's practiced by military forces around the world. Started off with the IDF, but even our special forces in America practice Krav Maga. I love it. And listen, I love martial arts overall. I love cool hand techniques and such. It's awesome. But Krav Maga is the real thing.
Yes.
And as a certified Krav Maga instructor, I sometimes want to give you some strategies in case somebody comes after you. So today we're going to talk about three different modes of being attacked, or things that you basically do when it comes to phases. 3 phases of an attack. And the first one people don't think of. And the first phase is literally don't get attacked in the first place.
Yes.
I know it's difficult to understand that or say that, but here's basically what's going on. People are stuck on their phones. People just meander around. They don't watch what's going on, exactly. And because of this, it opens them up for attack. Mm-hmm. I've mentioned before that everywhere I go, without exception, I'm always looking at every single person. Actually, the rule is 3 seconds, by the way. 3 seconds to stare someone down. Do you know that?
It did.
Yep, so stare them down 3 seconds. And they'll often back down. It's not uncommon for me to go to, like, the lovely Walmart. It's amazing how Walmart's changed over the years. And it's almost always a guy. I look at everybody and I'll see some guy, our eyes meet. It sounds like we're falling in love, but our eyes meet each other. And I'm kind of like sizing him up, he's sizing me up, and we're like doing this type of thing. Then we usually end up with a nod, like, yeah, everything's fine.
Bro nod.
Look for outliers. The key is, when it comes to outliers, is when you see somebody at Walmart, almost everybody is doing their Walmart thing. They're there with fluffy slippers and pajamas, and they're just,
shopping,
yelling too loud and dragging their kids to the stores and all those weird Walmart things. Watch for the outliers. The people you're like, I just need to keep an eye on this person. And it doesn't necessarily have to be they're doing anything threatening, but since they don't fit in sometimes, that's what you look at. So the first is situational awareness.
Yes.
Do you have something to say?
The second one is when the situational awareness doesn't work and you realize you have to fight. There's no other option.
Right. And so basically it's looked at this way. If you're at the second phase now where you're in a fight, you've already lost because your objective should not be getting that fight in the first place.
Yes. But sometimes that happens and you do get in a fight, but you have to be prepared. Now, best thing is that you have to remember that there are no rules for fighting. Anything can go, and you have to fight dirty. That's especially anything around you. It has a pen, go for the eyes, jab it. You do dirt into the eyes. Actually, too, eyes are dirt. You can use any object around you as long as you fight dirty and don't follow the rules. That's important.
Exactly. There are no rules.
Do anything.
That person's attacking you. So you know what? Have a good time. Do whatever you need to beat the living snot out of that person.
Yes.
And don't think you have to use your hands. Almost anything can become a weapon.
And don't be nice. Just go at them.
Just go crazy. Now, I've mentioned before, and we say this all the time, that FBI statistics, 60 seconds. Most people look for an easy victim. And it's not that you're going to beat them. It's about basically they're like, you're not worth it. That lady over there probably has more money. That's what they tell themselves anyway. I'm going to leave you alone, and off they go.
Go crazy for 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
They'll probably leave you alone.
Yep. So in our school, we do multiple 60-second drills. I have one person on the bag for 60 seconds. Then they take a break for 60 seconds while somebody else goes on the bag, and we switch back and forth.
Crazy, doing anything you can.
Yeah, it's called combative ballistics. Combative ballistics. There's a term for you. You literally go ballistic, absolute exploding on them as hard as you can in every single direction.
Yes.
Now, real quick, not everybody can actually achieve this, but there's 5 levels of striking someone. The first one is, you see so far away that literally I come up, and I can kick. That's why we actually do a lot of kicking in martial arts. Then she gets a little bit closer, and at that point I can punch. Then I can elbow, that's even closer. Now we're actually hugging each other. And then 5th is on the ground. And basically, unless you actually train on the ground, don't let yourself go on the ground.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of instructors who will say, just don't ever go to the ground, you'll be fine. That's a dumb statement. I'm not saying it won't happen, but that takes a whole training of its own to be able to do ground defense work. But the very first one, by the way, out of those 5 is really don't get in the fight in the first place.
Yes.
And I've talked about this before. Went to Publix once in Florida, and I got called to the front. There's somebody at my Jeep. They were stealing my tire off my Jeep. And there was a whole ring of people watching this guy steal my tire. And what was funny about that was somebody goes, hey, don't get too close to him. He has a crowbar. And most people be like, oh, hold on, I'm going to wait for the police. I was like, bring it, pal. I really was thinking that. I was like, let's see what happens if you pull that thing out because you're going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, that's not the shocking part. The shocking part was, here he is. Apparently he was threatening people with his crowbar, and they're still standing there watching.
There was a whole crowd of people.
With kids.
Yes.
No. I mean, if you need to call the police or call me to take care of it, that's one thing because it's my Jeep. But you need to get back.
Yeah,
stay
watch.
way away from this guy. Record him with the camera, but stay way off. Don't let him see you because that could set him off. That's such a bad
You
situation.
can't get hurt if you leave.
Exactly. But anyways, third is now make your getaway.
Yes.
Because doing all these techniques, we've talked in the past about all these vulnerable spots in the face or the groin kick, or you stab them with your pen or throw dirt in the eye, whatever. All of that is to get away from them. That's your goal. That's your third stage. And people don't think about this.
Trying to escape.
Escape. Now, I have my instructor. He actually had this happen to one of his students. She took his courses for the longest time. Somebody attacked her, and she beat the snot out of the guy.
Mm-hmm. She lasted 60 seconds.
Yeah, she got him on the ground, beat the snot out of him. Instead of doing number 3 getaway, she stood there, and she's like, yeah. He grabbed her by the foot, and he succeeded beating the crap out of her.
Yes.
It happens. No matter how much of a strong fighter you are, stop with the pride. Just get out of there. Go call the police, whatever you need to do. And of course, I always say, especially part 1, situational awareness, if somebody's doing something really weird, get to a public place.
Yes.
Criminals don't like public places.
What? No?
No, not many of them anyway. So first is situational awareness. Don't get in the fight in the first place. Second, give them all you got. Beat the living snot out of them and keep beating them. And when they're finally a pulp on the ground, don't stick around and take pictures or selfies.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Run.
Get away and call the police.
Go someplace public.
Yeah, no, why not?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I hope this helped out. We'll put more self-defense videos out. I hope that you're taking notes and practicing these because practicing is the key. Find a martial arts studio near me. I would love you to take one at my school, but near you.
Yes.
And I was going to say, if you're near me, you can always come to our school as well.
Or YouTube.
Or YouTube. Goshen Prepping will teach you everything you need to know.
Yeah, we gotcha.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.